Hey, Sarah. Guess what news your super smart and talented older sister has to give you?
Is that you, Eve?
Yes, be grateful that I've decided to bestow upon you the honor of speaking to me. You were kicked out of the house after you dropped out of high school. Yet I, a college grad, still have the courtesy to reach out to you even after all of this time.
I thought it had been a while since you last contacted me, but I see that you're still as haughty and pompous as ever. How incredible. I guess some people really don't ever change no matter how old they get.
Listen, we may be sisters, but the gap between our respectability is like the difference between a CEO and the base, low-class janitor of his company. Now be careful with your choice of words. You ought to know your place.
So?
What? Are you questioning me? You really are an insolent little brat.
Thanks for jumping to conclusions based on 2 letters, but that's not what I meant. I'm asking you why you decided to contact me over WhatsApp. What's so important? I'm pretty busy, believe it or not, so if you have something to say to me, I'd rather you make it quick.
Whoops, silly me. Well, just for you then, I will. You see, I'm about to get married soon.
Wow. I can't believe there's anyone who would want to take someone like you as his wife. I suppose miracles do happen.
What was that?
Oh no, don't mind me. I'm just very surprised.
Excuse me? Do you think a base, lowly high school dropout who's unmarried yourself has any right to be saying that to me? You have quite the nerve.
Huh? You're talking to me?
Just so you know, my fiance is the section manager at the #1 most prolific IT company in the business world. He brings home a fat paycheck, and he's basically one of the elites at his company. And you wanna know how I managed to snag a catch like him? Well, it was all only possible because I'm a college graduate. Someone like him is totally out of your league as a high school dropout. You hardly have any education to speak of. Do you understand now? We're on 2 totally different levels, and now my social standing is gonna skyrocket even more once we're married. So sorry. Lol. I might not be able to speak with you at all anymore. It would be far too beneath a woman of my caliber.
That little lol you got there really drives home how sincere you are.
Wow. Just hold on a second there. Don't tell me you take things like that at face value. Are you being serious right now? Did you not get that I wasn't being genuine at all? Oh, what did I expect? You're a high school dropout. Of course you wouldn't have the mental capacity to understand things like that.
I know you're being unpleasant. I'm just returning the favor.
Excuse me?
I guess you were the one who didn't understand here. Anyway, how about we actually get back on track? Like I said, I'm busy.
If you just wouldn't talk back to me, I would have already been done talking to you. That's your own fault.
Oh, sorry. But I think I already get the picture. You're messaging me about your upcoming marriage so that you can forbid me from showing my face in front of all of our parents, or to tell me not to attend your wedding, or both, right?
Sorry to say, but it's just the opposite.
Huh? Wait, what? Really? Well, that is unexpected.
You see, my fiancé was actually a colleague of someone I went to school with. So he actually knows that I have a little sister?
Oh, okay. I'm getting it now.
Yep. So we'll all be gathering together this Sunday at noon. You better not be late.
You mean this week? You can't just pull that out last minute on me. I thought I told you that I'm in California right now. I'm literally on the opposite side of the country. A plane ride from here to New York literally takes over 5 hours. Why didn't you give me the heads up sooner?
Whatever, just come. I'm not picky about how you do it, but you just need to be there. His parents are really strict when it comes to things like this. That's not to mention how our grandparents, our aunts, and uncles are all going to be coming too.
Wow, they're really going all out here.
I'm thinking about the whole thing as the first barrier in making our marriage a reality, and that everything will be smooth sailing once I overcome it. So think of it as helping me out with that and cooperate.
Okay, fine, whatever. I had planned for this weekend, but I'll do something about it to make it work.
That's what I like to hear. Oops, I almost forgot. None of this changes how unseemly it is for a high school dropout like you to show your face in front of a couple of elites. So I need you to talk as little as possible so you don't embarrass us.
I hear you. As long as I go, you're happy with that, right? Anyway, my break's over now, so I have to get back to working. See you.
Geez. You're a base and low-class high school dropout, but you sure have some cheek. It is irritating as hell when someone doesn't know their place. Excuse me, Sarah? What is the meaning of this? Why on earth were you talking to my fiancé? What makes you think you have the right, huh? Did I not specifically tell you to speak as little as possible? I stood up for just 1 minute, and when I come back, I see you whispering to each other like you know him. Even if you do know him, don't you think that you should be showing some restraint? What, did you realize just how wonderful my fiancé is, and suddenly you want him for yourself? Is that why you were making a move on him? Well, you can't have him. God, this is why I can't stand high school dropouts like you. None of you ever have an ounce of common sense. You're basically shameless and barbaric.
Wow, it is amazing how much you harp on about calling me a high school dropout. It's almost like you have no other insults to fall back on because you don't have any real criticisms about me. Even after I did you a favor by coming all the way here, you insulted me in front of your fiancé's parents, saying that it's alright to exclude a base, low-class high school dropout like me from any future family functions. And how embarrassing it is to have to call an uneducated wretch like me a family member. You were just saying whatever you wanted, even though I was literally just standing right there.
Duh, of course. I won't allow you to lay a hand on my fiancé.
You are self-projecting hard there. Don't worry, unlike you, I don't make it a habit to steal other people's men, so he's safe.
What was that?
Up until I had to leave our house, I hadn't had any first loves or boyfriends yet, so I left unscathed. But I know how you've stolen the boyfriends of your own friends. And I'm not talking about once or twice. You've done it multiple times.
And so what? What are you trying to say here, huh?
Nothing really. All I'm saying is that I'm not like you, so you don't have to worry about me taking your fiancé. Not everyone wants to steal other people's men. A lot of people are more decent than that.
If you run your mouth around my fiancé more than you should, I won't let you off scot-free.
Relax. I'm not gonna do anything, nor am I gonna tell him anything either.
Well, good, because you'd better not.
Anyway, I have something that I need to go do after this, so I'm going. Goodbye.
Sarah, you'd better pick up the damn phone right now and answer me.
Wow, watch your language.
Oh, shut up. What the hell did you say to my fiancé, huh? What dirty laundry did you air out?
What on earth are you talking about?
Don't make me repeat myself. I know you're uneducated, but even you should know how to scroll up and read.
I didn't say anything, really.
Don't act all innocent. I know you did. You must have said something to him. And I know when you must have done it too. because I caught you at the gathering whispering to him. You were about to leave, and that's when you thought you could sneak a few words to him without my knowing. But I saw. I definitely did.
I didn't speak to him first. He asked me a question. Because he noticed that I hadn't said a word that entire time.
There is no way he would want to ask you anything. Listen here. As a high school dropout, you're basically the black sheep of the family, an absolute embarrassment. There is no way you have any right to be talking to my super high-quality college grad fiance. You're not even on the same level. How about you actually go and graduate from a college if you want to quit being the family embarrassment and sully our wedding?
Right, and I did. I'm a college grad.
What?
After I was kicked out of the house, I eventually passed my GED with flying colors. And with that, I got accepted into K University.
No way. You didn't mistype that or anything, did you? The K University? Oh, wait, hold on a second. My fiancé also graduated from there.
Yep, that's right. Starting to get the picture? When I was a first-year college student, he was in his third year. In other words, he was one of my upperclassmen. He was kind of an acquaintance of an acquaintance, so it wasn't like we were best friends or anything, but we knew each other's faces and have talked before.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Then...
That's right. You kept calling me a high school dropout over and over again, which of course got him confused. So he asked me if I still haven't told you that I graduated college yet.
What the hell? Why didn't you say anything sooner?
But I did. I messaged you over WhatsApp.
Excuse me?
8 years ago, I told you I passed my GED and that I got into K University. 4 years ago, I told you that I graduated.
Huh? I don't know anything about that.
I literally sent it to the family group chat. Not that anyone responded, but I saw that you'd all at least read it, so you can't pretend like I kept it a secret.
You have got to be kidding me. No, you can't be serious. You're still just a high school dropout, aren't you?
No matter what you say or what you want to believe, I'm a college grad just like you. So I would appreciate it if you would quit calling me a high school dropout.
Well then, what's your proof, huh?
You're literally about to get married to it. Your fiancé went to the same university, and we were acquainted with each other during our time there. Just ask him.
What?
Yep, in other words, he knew I went to college. By the way, our grandparents and our aunts and uncles all know.
Seriously?
That's right. And yet you and our parents kept speaking ill of me, accusing me of being a lowly high school dropout? But you know, assume I was still just a high school dropout. Your fiancé and his parents were all appalled at just how easily you trash-talked a member of your own family.
What are you talking about? But it's common sense that a high school dropout should be treated as lower class. It's only natural.
Then I guess it can't be helped that your engagement is about to go bust.
What? Why should that have to happen?
Were you not aware that your own fiancé's father was a high school dropout too?
He was?
I got permission from your fiancé, so I'll tell you about it. But apparently, because his father was a high school dropout, he was treated poorly by his parents and his siblings, just like I am right now.
Huh?
But despite being a high school dropout, he worked twice as hard as his peers to climb up the corporate chain at his company.
From rags to riches? Ugh, that is unbelievable.
That's right. Yet you were treating me like garbage in front of all of our families at that meetup, trashing me as much as you wanted. Seeing that, he was furious. It made him sick to his stomach. You sure you left such a favorable impression on him, huh? Way to go.
No way.
Based on your behavior, it seems almost certain that once you found out after your marriage, you'd use that as fodder to torment him. So, if I had to guess, that's probably gonna lead to your fiancé breaking off his engagement with you. He wouldn't want to marry a woman who would look down on his father.
No. Why? None of this makes any sense. What even is this? A college grad like me losing to a high school dropout? That is impossible. This can't be happening.
Eve? I don't really care if you take being a college grad as a point of pride. I think it's fine to have things like that.
What? You have something to say?
Well, after you graduated, where exactly did you start working?
Huh?
You don't have to respond. I heard all about it from some old friends. You didn't concern yourself with finding a job before graduation. You were more concerned with training to be a homemaker, desperately pouncing on any men you came across with to try and find a guy willing to make you his bride. Before you began behaving that way, our parents were so obsessed with boasting about how you were a college graduate to everyone around them and showing off. They especially did that to anyone who had a kid who graduated high school without going into college. But they started getting comments afterwards about how that college degree wasn't really doing you any good. They became the laughing stock of the neighborhood.
Excuse me?
So now you know the state of how things are. The fact that your engagement will probably fall through shouldn't be as big of a mystery to you now.
No, it's still as big of a mystery to me as ever. And besides, being a college grad doesn't change the fact that you're nothing but a sad, lonely wretch who can't even get herself a boyfriend.
About that, but I'm gonna get married pretty soon.
Huh?
Yeah, but I've been thinking about how I wanted to cut ties with all the trashy members of my family, so I didn't bother telling you.
Wait, what?
Don't worry, my fiance and his parents know all about the whole situation, and they understand. Anyway, this is goodbye. It wasn't really a surprise to me, but Eve's fiancé straight up dumped her. He didn't seek any financial compensation or anything from her. I guess that's how badly he wanted to cut her out of his life. But he makes good money, and his father is in one of the top positions at his company. So my sister didn't want to let a man of such high specs go. She actually changed into a bit of a stalker. Scary. Luckily, though, she was caught in the act and apprehended. I don't know how far she would have gone if she hadn't been. It turns out she also had a previous conviction, so her hopes of becoming someone's wife are becoming more and more dire by the day. The three of them began to panic, and with the help of her parents, the search for a marriage partner was on. But because of their desperation, they weren't being careful enough and got caught up in a marriage scam. As a result, they found themselves $50,000 in debt. Now they spend their days working themselves to the bone. To be honest, this was all such perfect timing. This all happened right around when I wanted to cut them off anyway. It was a huge relief. My husband's parents have welcomed me with open arms, treating me like their own. I think I'll live my life to the fullest with their support from here on out. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, give the video a like and subscribe to see more content just like this. Also, don't forget to leave us your thoughts in the comments section below. What did you think? Be sure to let us know. We're looking forward to your responses. See you next time.